Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. So, lately I've actually gotten interested into the development of app programming, and I've actually developed a couple apps right now that are available on the Google Android Marketplace. So, really, we're just interested in dusting off some of my programming skills and learning the process of what is involved in programming for apps. So I've started with the Google Android platform just because it's much more open platform, which you can, you know, test it out a lot easier and have a lot less in terms of hoops and getting it up in terms of the marketplace. And I'm going to take my existing apps and I'm eventually going to port them over to the iPhone as well. And yeah, I did just have done these apps for fun. I've been happy to see that I've got a good response from them, better than I expected. So in due time, I'll continue to make more. I'll first probably take the given apps that I have right now and refine them a little bit more. But for now, just I've really been happy with the process of people have responded to my apps. So if you have a Google Android phone or tablet, you can download my apps right now on the Google Marketplace, and they are free apps, so it doesn't cost you anything. So the first one is a video game called Kittens and Farts. That's right, you heard the name, Kittens and Farts. Not too serious of a name because it's not too serious of a game, and just meant to be a casual game. I think there's a lot of serious games out there, but some of the most fun games for me were some of the old Nintendo games, which just weren't meant to take themselves too seriously, and the game is just meant to be a pretty silly game, and it actually models itself a little bit off of Space Invaders. So just actually released it fairly recently here in January 2013. I'll continue to develop the game a little bit more, give it more complex levels and enemies and all that sort of stuff, but just on its initial release, just wanted to get it out there. And the other one is a boxing timer app called Boxer Combos. And this was actually meant as my experiment, my first app as an experiment to see what was the process of for programming on Google Android. And I was really, positively surprised at the response rate that I got from this app. Just a couple thousand downloads just in a few months, and some good reviews. And I know I can make it a lot better, but basically the app is meant for people who are into boxing or kickboxercise or and typically when you're into boxing you usually practice by doing shadow boxing, which is practicing by yourself and just practicing punches hitting the air. So what the boxing timer app does is it times different rounds when you're shadow boxing. So if you want to shadow box for 9 minutes or 12 minutes or 20 minutes, you can set the timer. But then it also calls out different combos, so it helps you in terms of a training tool and helping you develop different ideas for combos. So I'm going to take that and evolve it more. Just been it's still in a very basic form, but have been happy to see that that's had a really good response rate. So I'll take you through Kittens and Farts first, and I will show you how you can download these things. So basically, you have these kittens, these cute little fluffy, furry kittens who are trying to eat you because you're a bird, and you're just farting them away. And yeah, so right now it's just pretty basic. It just continues with you killing this. This game is just meant to be a time killer. Just kill some time. Not a lot of thought put into it. As I mentioned before, later I will add more complexity to the game, more complex enemies and levels, but just wanted to get this out there in the meantime. So yeah, there it is, Kittens and Farts. Again, free app, free game, just meant to kill some time and have some fun in the process. Okay, let's go to boxing combos. So here it is. Right now, as mentioned, still pretty basic. I will improve it. It's simple as pressing the start button. You can set how many rounds. Say I want 3 rounds, and you hit the start button. and some music automatically plays, and so basically you can hear some combos being called out. So the idea is for you when you're practicing your boxing, this will help call out different combos. So, I will evolve this further. I'm basically probably going to do a kickboxing version, which has kickboxing combos. Also, an MMA version, which basically integrates it with some drills from MMA, such as sprawls and some grappling drills and things like that. And also even add different, circuits. Like for instance, just instead of skipping from shadow boxing, having the option to between rounds jump into skipping. So I will build the complexity of this, but just in general, just was getting a gauge of the response, and people seem to really liked the app that I put together. So these are the two apps that I have right now developed as of January 2013. I will develop more in due time. I want to probably refine these ones a little bit more, and I've got a couple other programming projects that I'm working on the side. But yeah, here I am into the app world, jumping on the bandwagon, and it's been, I've been pretty happy with the appreciation that I've gotten, and definitely been having a lot of fun. So I'll show you next as to where you can find the apps. So basically, to find the apps, you just go to the Google Play Marketplace. Here I'm logged in in my browser, but you want to do this on your tablet or phone. But to give you an idea as to where to find it, so it's pretty similar to installing any other apps. So Kittens and Farts, basically, just type it in there, and there it is. And you just install it, and away you go. Now it will, after it installs, it will also prompt you to install Adobe Air if you don't have it installed on your tablet or phone. So you just got to install that as well. But it'll direct you to the link after you do the install if you don't have Adobe Air installed. So also you see the link to Boxing Combos, which is my other app. But you can also type it in as well if you cannot, if you don't want to click on the link there. And there you go, Boxing Combos as well, and it's also got the link to Kittens and Farts. So same thing here. Basically, you got to install Adobe Air, but when you install it, it'll then point you to the link to install Adobe Air as well as a required component. So as you can see, I've got basically about 3.5 stars right now out of 4 reviews. So not too bad. I mean, it's better than I expected. This was just my first app, and it meant as an experiment. And it seems like I filled a need there. So anyways, check it out. Boxing Combos and Kittens and Farts. That's it for me. Sayonara.
Ah!